I'm on the shores of Lake Ontario, one of the Great Lakes of North America. On it today, hundreds of ships will transport their cargo between two nations, and millions will get their electricity and fresh water needs. Toronto's presence here is no accident. We as humans require water, and so most of the great cities of the world have been built up on rivers, lakes, and oceans. So too do all the organisms of the world need water to survive. As to just why this is, we'll explore some of the properties of water today on Outside the Lab. Water likes to stick to itself. This property, called cohesion, allows individual molecules to stick to each other as they travel. This process enables the water to travel up the straw as I drink from this cup. Similarly, and with much grander ambitions, it allows the water to travel up this tree. This tree, at over 20 feet tall, is comprised of trillions of cells. Nevertheless, each one requires water brought up from the roots to survive. How does this happen? Well, as water is evaporated from the leaves at the end, it drags up the rest of the water like a rope of water through the tree, bringing it to all the extremities of the plant. As they come up, it doesn't just bring water, but stuff it dissolves in it as well, nutrients. Water is the universal solvent. It has the ability, due to its chemical structure, to dissolve thousands of different kinds of materials into it. In this case, salt, sugar, and drink mix, effortlessly mixing and forming compounds. In organisms, this process serves a similar function, allowing them to transport nutrients and salts they've dissolved around the entire body. Some organisms, however, don't just use water to transport things, they survive in it as well. With the winter season, water takes on drastically different forms, that of snow and ice. One remarkable property of water is its ability in this form to float. As we all know, when water freezes, it does not sink to the bottom, but rather forms a layer on top. This allows for an environment to exist underneath that provides a home for animals, plants, and microorganisms so that they can survive through harsh conditions. The world's lakes and oceans would be very different places were it not for this remarkable property. Water temperature on such a large scale is seldom so chaotic. This is because of water's ability to act as a heat sink. Water is remarkably resistant to temperature change. This allows it to maintain a stable habitat for aquatic organisms that exist in it, and is the reason why the water behind me is so much warmer than the air I'm standing in. Because most organisms are made of water, it also allows them to keep a more stable body temperature. Water's ability to act as a solvent, to stick to itself, to float when it freezes, and to provide a stable state allows it to become not only one of the most common molecules in the universe, but by far the most important for life. From Outside the Lab, see you next time.